Hello and welcome back to my channel Compete and Conquer. Today in this video I am going to catch the topic microplastics. As it is a very contemporary one in our COVID-19 world, at least 1 to 2 questions are coming in MCQ format in any competitive examination from SSC to NET, SET, UPSC, UPSC, WPCS and many more. And in a short note type question or long length question based on this topic in the section of environment like pollution, geography, biology, current affairs, it is very important topic. So without wasting any time, let's start from the begin. The plastic waste that has been introduced into the world accumulating for the most part intact and unrealizing nature in the environment. While the fate of such particle is not clear, it is reasonable to expect at least some of it to continue disintegrating to microparticulate debris. Recent reports even indicate an increase in the counts over the last 2 decades dangerously. Basically, microplastic nothing but the microparticulate of plastics, the big plastics. And it is in the range of less than 5 millimeter in size. So, as other pollutant, it also can be categorically divided into two categories like primary and secondary. So, we can understand it much more easily. In case of primary category, there are tiny particles designed for commercial use like cosmetics, microfibers shed from clothing, other textiles like fishing net, etc. And in case of secondary, results from the breakdown of larger plastic items like water bottles. This breakdown is caused by exposure to environmental factors, mainly the sun's radiation and ocean waves. So here we get to know that how plastics change to microplastics, as it is a breakdown plastics which is a range of less than 5 millimeter. And we need to know one more thing, that why it is a threat, because it gets extra lifetime in our ocean environment than land. So it is more, so our ocean environment is more vulnerable to microplastics, which is a threat to our planet indirectly, more precisely. So where is the cause? The two clear difference between the fate of plastic debris in the ocean environment as opposed to the land environment. Number 1, the rate of UV induced photooxidative degradation of plastics floating or submerged at sea is very much lower than that opposed to the same solar radiation on land. And number 2 is, unlike the land, there is no easy means of retrieval, sorting or recycling of plastic waste that enters into the ocean environment. So with other many factors, these two are the main factors which extend the lifetime for plastics in sea. Now we need to know that why we need to think about it to handle it. So its impact from terrestrial to marine environment, point wise. Number 1, plastics are bioinert and not expected to be toxic to the animals in conventional sense. While physical obstruction or indirect interference with physiology is always possible, the material will pass through the animal virtually unchanged. Challenging the Antarctic krill and other zooplankton with plastic beads that are about 20 micron or so in size has demonstrated that these microplastics, rather microparticulate, are readily ingested by these organisms. They appear to ingest the particle unselectively, and the ingestion rate depends on the concentration of particles in the environment. So what are the main concerns? However, is that plastics opposed to the seawater tends to concentrate toxic and non-toxic organic compounds present in the seawater at low concentration. These includes PCBs, DDTs, nonylphenols have very high partition coefficient and are very effectively concentrated in the plastic material. Over the 250 species has been documented worldwide distress due to plastics. The focus has very much been on larger species in surface water or beaches. In spite of that, the fact that 99% of marine species live in the benthos, the impact of negatively bound plastic waste such as nylon net fragments on benthic species has remained virtually unaddressed. So these are the cause, or can we say impact on ocean environment. Now let us check the microplastics effect on land. In case of soil, sludge discharge, debris from plastic waste decomposition are key source of microplastics in the soil. Non-biodegradable and unprevious nature of plastics disposed in soil may arrest discharge of groundwater, aquifers, contaminate groundwater or reduce soil fertility. So basically this chokes the soil pores to recharge the groundwater, or if it is small enough to pass through the pore, then it contaminates the water. In case of land, choking of drains lead to unhygienic environment, waterborne diseases, causing of illness and possible death of animals that may feed on plastics from garbage bins. Presence of additives and plasticizers, fillers, flame retardant, pigments used in the plastic products which have potential to cause adverse health impact and groundwater pollution also. Checking the effect on biodiversity hotspots. Oceanic and wild currents transport these microplastics to pristine ecologies and contaminate them. As microplastic provide abundant surface for small organisms to attach, it provides colonization opportunities to invasive species. In case of human health, it is more dangerous. Microplastics pass the filtration and treatment process of wastewater due to small size and end up in sites of nature, endangering the food chain. Carcinogenic chemicals present in these plastic materials interfere with body's endocrine system, causing developmental, reproductive, microbiological, neurological and immune disorder in both human and wildlife. Further, many coastal communities are dependent on ocean resource which get negatively impacted due to marine microplastic pollution. So these are the main problems, not all. In our next video, we will discuss that how to tackle this plastic. As nowadays there are many litigations are being made on this topic to save our planet, to save our nation, not only by our parliament but also many other countries. So that's it for now. See you in the next one. Like, share and also comment and subscribe. Thank you.